Hi, welcome to Margarita Bennett and the COVID Recovery Program. Within this video, you will get a few tips as to how to release the fascia manually yourself. So I know that many of you are having a lot of neck pain, shoulder pain, headaches, and all of that is related to a lot of tension that you are holding here. So today I'm going to explain briefly a little bit of fascia and how we can work towards releasing it ourselves. So fascia is the connective tissue that is throughout your body. There are different types of fascia, but I'm going to look at the fascia that sits in between your muscles and your bones and your organs. This fascia is a viscous tissue. So it's more liquidy than sort of solid. Solid would be your IT band or your thoracolumbar fascia, which you find in the lower lumbar spine. This is more in between your muscles, and basically it helps everything glide. Now, when that's stuck, it causes pain. So we're going to do a few movements and exercises to help you release this particular fascia, this particular connective tissue. So I need you to first mobilize your body a little bit. If we mobilize, we bring some oxygen and some blood vessels to pump up and help the area. So I want you to inhale, and we're going to bring the arms up to the ceiling, and then exhale down. Beautiful. We're going to do a few like that, but I want you to include the head. So you're going to look up to the ceiling and then look down and curve a little bit, and then up and down. Now, if you start coughing, that's absolutely fine. I know that a lot of you are struggling with cough. Do it through your nose rather than out through your mouth. That can help lessen the amount of coughing. So it doesn't matter whether it's through your nose or out of your mouth. See what works for you. But breath is really important because breath allows the fascia to move. So we're going to do two more like this. And release down. Remember to chin to chest so that we release the back of the cervical spine, the back of your neck, and down. Beautiful. Now, let's turn our head to either side, just about 2 or 3 times. Beautiful. And now we're ready to begin. So I want you to find your fingertips and put them in a kind of triangular shape. And I want you to place that in the base of your head. So if I just quickly turn around, if I just quickly turn around and show you, I want you to place your fingertips right where the skull meets the neck, which is basically where the vagus nerve sits. So you're going to place your fingertips there, and gently you're trying to dig in and under the area. And then you're just going to relax the shoulders and bring the elbows forwards. And as you bring the elbows forwards, you're going to send the back of your head behind you. So you're sending the back of your head away from you, and as the elbows come forward, the hands will want to come around the neck. So inhale, exhale, bring the fingers around the neck, making sure that the back of your head goes away from you. We're going to do a few like that. Just the nape of the head. And you're bringing it across. And then you're going to come down a little bit towards the center of your cervical spine, just there. And you're going to bring those fingertips around your neck. Remember to breathe and then grab the base and you're bringing it around. It should feel like a really nice release. Now I want you to place your fingers. If I do it underneath, you won't see, so I'm going to place my fingers just there and I'm going to bring it around the front. So at the front, you place your hands, your fingertips are literally in the base of your neck, and I'm bringing them around my trapezius and down. Beautiful. If it's too much, just do one hand at a time. So you can do the opposite shoulder and you're bringing it across. And do the opposite shoulder and bring it across. It should be feeling nice. If it feels like a slight Chinese burn, that's basically your fascia stuck and it's starting to move. So the slower you do it, the deeper you're going to go. So I can't do it that slow because obviously the video will take a very long time. But the slower you do it, so if you grab hold of that trapezius, you breathe and you just very gently and slowly allow that arm to dig down and round. You'll feel that that's a really deep movement for your fascia. Beautiful. Now, the next one, we can continue using just one arm. So I want you to lock your arm in that trapezius. This is the trapezius muscle. It's a really chunky muscle. I want you to grab and lock your palm in that trapezius. If you see, my fingertips are kind of clasping around. My shoulders are down. I shouldn't have any tension. I know that some of you are finding very difficult using your arms. So I want you to just place a hold on your opposite arm, or you can place it on a table. I don't have a table right now, but you can place it on the table. So there's no tension anywhere else. You're clasping that trapezius muscle. You're going to breathe, and then you're going to turn your head towards the hand and then away from the hand. As you do that, you're still clasping. The clasp is going to move because you're slowly going to move that fascia in different directions as your head moves. Remember to breathe and release. Keep moving that head. You will notice that my arm is starting to move. My hand is moving slightly forwards. That's not because I am pulling. That is moving because my head is moving. So all of these muscles are contracting and expanding as I am holding on. So as I'm holding on, the contraction and expansion causes my hand to move. That is basically, we're moving the fascia. So we're going to do the other side. So place your hand along the trapezius. Relax your other arm or hold the elbow. Sink into the position and then rotate your head one way and rotate your head the other way. Rotate your head and rotate your head. Now the gravity is going to cause your elbow to want to come down. As you do that, allow the gravity to move your hand and allow the stretch or the Chinese burnie feeling to move. Now for me, right now, where I am, I'm feeling this tremendously in the front scalenes. So I'm just going to sit here and allow that kind of burning sensation to move and change. Okay, so if I slow it right down, at the moment that's quite intense for me. And if I breathe and I slow it down, try and relax, less is more. And then I feel that stretch. I'm feeling that all from here, all the way connecting to my clavicle. The palm of my hand is sitting kind of across my clavicle at the moment. And if it's too much, just lessen it. Just, let go of the grip. And then release. Now another one which is really beautiful is I want you to move your chin down a little bit. You're going to place the palm of your hand in your sternum, so right on the center of your heart chakra, if you're into heart chakras, or basically the sternum is your breastbone. I want you to place your hand just there, and you're going to place the other hand on top of the hand. Okay, we're not kind of shoving it in, where if you visualize pizza dough and you're trying to put your finger marks or the palm of your hand, the markings of your hand onto the pizza dough, you're not going to jam it in because that won't leave any marks. You're going to just press a little bit so that you leave the lines of your hands. I hope that makes sense. So that's how much pressure I need you to put in. It's not a massive amount of pressure. So as you put that pressure down, your shoulder blades glide down away from your ears. Your chin is slightly down, okay? And then you start kind of locking your hands a little bit more and you start looking up. And just hold it there. You should feel a stretch just along the front of your neck, the front of your throat. And you keep, rather than moving backwards, send your chin upwards. So it's not a question of sending the head back, it's a question of lifting up. And then once you're there, you should feel this. If you're doing it correctly and you've got the right amount of pressure, you should feel all of this pulling just a little bit. So you're going to relax the shoulders and you're going to turn your chin, not your head. You're turning your chin. So you're guiding with your chin across. And you're holding on to your sternum. So right now, I'm feeling this all along my chin, my cheek, and down my neck. Breathe into the stretch. And then turn. So you're moving your head. Each one of us is different. Each one of us will have fascia tightness in a different way. So move your head in the position that feels there is a stretch. For example, for me, if I start bringing my ear to my shoulder, I start feeling it a lot more here. You might not. You might find that bringing your chin up, you will feel it more. And you're going to hold it for 3 or 4 breaths. And then you're going to release. Then you're going to clasp again. Oops, there goes my little thingy imaging again. You're going to bring your head up and turn. Again, turn to the position that feels that there is a stretch. It might be totally different. I'm doing it with my chin. You might want to do it with your ear. And you'll feel there is a really nice deep pull. For me, right now, I'm feeling this all the way to my ear, to the inner ear of my right side. Breathe. And then release. So with this particular one, you can do, you can be there for hours because you can literally stretch all of the fascia in different directions. And you're going to feel looser. You'll be able to breathe a little bit better. You'll be able to swallow a little bit better. And basically would be lengthening all of the front part of your fascia. Now, another very simple exercise or stretch is I want you to think that you're holding on to a baby bird, okay? If you clasp it too tightly, you're going to kill it, okay? So we want to hold it really gently as such, all right? And then I want you to use this part of your hand and this part of your hand, okay? So basically the fingers, you're going to place the bottom knuckles into the triangle. So you've got the clavicle here and the trapezius here. You're going to place it in here gently, and you're going to allow the front part of your fingers to touch the neck. Your head is forwards, and you're going to rotate your head as you start lifting that hand up and around the back of your neck. Beautiful. And again, we're going to clasp it at the front. So this is your SCM. This muscle here gives a lot of ringing in the ears. There's a lot of tension and trigger points in there. So I want you to place your hand along that muscle, and you're going to lift very gently. It's a slow, not super deep, all the way along the back of the head. And again, if you add movement, so as you are currently, I'm looking straight ahead, I'm going to place it in my SCM. As I place it very gently, I then start moving my head in the opposite direction. All the way to the back. Beautiful. Go to the other side. So we begin at the back of the trapezius and clavicle. So clavicle's here, trapezius is here, knuckles are on the end of the clavicle, and the front part of your fingers are placed kind of on the back of the trapezius. You're going to breathe, and you're going to glide very gently up to the back of your neck. It should feel very nice. And then you're going to do it again. Do that about 3 or 4 times if you want. And then you're going to place it at the front where the SCM is and the clavicle is. You're going to place your fingers there and bring it to the back as you rotate your head to the opposite direction. Beautiful. Great. Now, those are very simple exercises that you can do. Another one is that you place your fingers along the vertebrae. So the vertebrae are in the center of your spine. So imagine that these are the vertebrae, these are your fingertips, and I'm wrapping them around your neck. And you're going to drop the head back as you bring the hands forwards. So it's a really nice, beautiful stretch. That's it. Do at the base, so you're now going towards the upper ribs and you're bringing it forwards. We did this at the beginning just to bring some oxygen into the area, but this time we're stretching the head back. Beautiful. So now, massage your shoulders. Like literally give them a good squeeze and tell yourself you're going to be okay. And give yourself a good squeeze on the other side. And tell yourself you're going to be okay. Beautiful. Now, continue watching. If you subscribe to the channel and connect to the bell, I will be posting more and more videos. The next video will be trigger point therapy. We will do loads of trigger points here to deal with headaches and to deal with actually just moving the chi in your body, which is the energetic lines, the Chinese meridian lines. I hope that you have found this video helpful and hope to see you soon. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.